Hello everybody, this is Angie. It is Sunday evening, August 11th. It is the night before back to school. Summer went by too quick. It was a very, very busy summer. Anyways, this is Angie, Bubmie Stitches. Welcome to my channel, all about cross stitch. I think that's what I'm going to talk about today, but all about cross stitch. Welcome, sorry I'm shaking the camera. Welcome if you are a new subscriber, and welcome to some new subscribers that I have. Thank you so much for joining in. I think that's probably attributed to Chris Cross Stitch because he shouted me out, and he's such a dear, sweet man. What else I have to? What else was it? I'd like to start off this segment, this video number 63, by sending out some remembering to Daylene. She was so grateful, and she passed away. It will be 2 weeks on Monday that she passed away, and these are things that Daylene sent me a sticker and sent this to me in a Christmas card. Daylene was just such a sweet, kind woman. I loved her dearly. I loved her friendship. I loved how she always talked about people being kind and being kind to one another. And she was an impeccable stitcher, and she was a great baker. She followed a vegan diet and gluten-free diet, and my husband's gluten-free and dairy-free. So she put me onto some great websites and some great recipes that my husband has thoroughly enjoyed. And she was just a sweet, sweet lady, and she's going to be very, very missed. So, to Daylene. What else? Got my notes here. I went to a retreat. I went back in July. Don't remember the dates because it's summer. I don't have to really remember dates. But I went to the Craft Gallery retreat in Findlay, Ohio, and it was absolutely lovely. You know, every retreat is different. Every retreat has its own flavor and fabulous experience. And the owners of Craft Gallery, which I apologize, I don't remember their names, a very, very sweet couple. They've sold it, and I got to meet the new owners, and they're absolutely lovely. The old owners are going to still have a little bit of their fingertips in it a little bit as they go along. I know lots of people take their framing to be done at Craft Gallery, and I saw where their workshop was, and it's quite lovely. So if you ever make it to Findlay, Ohio, be sure to go check out Craft Gallery because it was a great store, and I spent plenty of money. I'll show you later. And I got some goodies, and it's in my haul. It's in my haul package, so you'll see that. It was a lot of fun. I had a really good time. Went with my friend Mary and met a whole bunch of new friends, and saw some old friends, and it was very, very nice. It was nice and relaxing. It was at an inn that was very quaint and sweet, and the food was really good, so we had a good time. We had a very good time. And the town of Findlay, Ohio is adorable. The downtown is fabulous. We walked to an Irish pub and had a great time visiting with some of the locals, and you know, I went and took a walk every single day, sometimes numerous times a day. I'd go stretch my legs and go walk, and every morning I walked, and the town was just as quiet as could be. And then in the evening it was not boisterous, but a lot going on, like little festivals, and I think there was a live band playing one night, so there was a lot going on, and it was a very clean town. And the last morning I took a long walk and went a different way, and I was never nervous. Like, the sidewalks were immaculate, the city was very clean, and they have some gorgeous huge old Victorian homes along their main street. It was really cool. So it was a lot of fun. I loved it. I just got back from Cancun. Spent a week with my family. That was a lot of fun. We had a good time. 2 of the 4 boys got to go. If you guys could say some prayers for my son Thomas, because you know he teaches in the Chicago Public Schools. This was the end of his 2nd year. We got to meet his students. They were lovely. His coworkers lovely. Well, he got riffed from his job. Rift means reduction in force, and so they cut across the board the newer teachers, and he's still looking for a job. So if you could say a prayer. He teaches social studies, and He's not afraid of anything, so say a prayer that he finds something quickly. They're starting a week later because of the Democratic National Convention, so he still has a little bit of time. And social studies teachers are usually hired about the last, so say a prayer. All right, I want to give a shout out to StitchCon and all the people who attended StitchCon for the philanthropy. I might be off a couple dollars, but I swear to Pete that they posted that the end result was we raised $80,000 to go to a furniture place that gives furniture to people who, like, domestic abuse situations, veterans, people like coming off, getting themselves on their feet and needing furniture. And so the campaign was for beds for sleepyheads, and I want to say that the end total was about $80,000. $80,000. And one of the stitchers near somewhere about 30 miles from Cincinnati follows Keepsakes on social media, and she told her quilt guild and said, hey, they're doing this, let's make some quilts. And when Barbara came out to tell them about the campaign and what they were doing and what StitchCon did and everything, they were going to give her 5 quilts that they had made. Well, one of the ladies said, you ladies, we could do better, and she walked away with 14. So such goodness out there. I just love it. Just makes me so happy. And I'm glad I was able to tell you that story without crying, because when I tried to tell my husband, I was tearing up, kind of choking up. So, all right, let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the stitching stuff. Let's start with haul. Oh, yeah, let's start with haul. Okay, so I bought a couple things online, and I apologize for this first one. I didn't print off the whole big picture, but this is by... Sorry, brain just stopped. This was by, damn it, sorry, let me find. Hands On Design. Sorry. I bought the, I forget how this is pronounced, because it does, I think it should be Hygie, and it's not. I forget how it's pronounced. But I bought this holiday, Hygge holiday, and it's a really nice. It's a very nice pattern, and she gives you all these options for doing all these different things and different color variations. I really like these blues, so I'm probably going to use the blues in there. It uses 08, 822, 06, 935. But lots of variations and different ways to do it, and then make different ornaments with different pieces of the... So I'm going to start that because I thought that was really pretty. And then, Pam and Steph need a enabler award, because they enable, like, a lot of my haul is Pam and Steph enabled. But the twins, the Twin Peak Primitives, I got these adorable animals. Aren't they so cute? I really like this fox, but the rooster is super cute. And who was the other one I really liked? This, I think, is that a, I think, I'm not going to say what this one is, but whatever this animal is right here, I just really like them. So I got those, and those were downloaded. Oh, I think I showed this. Did I show this to you guys? I got this at the Barnes & Noble. I couldn't remember if I showed it to you or not. I thought I did. If I didn't, Barnes & Noble people. Okay. And then I believe I was at, I can't remember if I got this at Michael's or Joann's. I want to say Michael's. Isn't that adorable? It's a loops and thread watercolor trees. I just really like those trees. All right. And then when I said that this is like Pam and Steph enabled. Well, Pam and Steph enabled me to go out and watch So Much to Love's bags, because this was one of the bags that they got, and I just absolutely loved it. I just love those colors because, you know, I'm a teacher, so summer is my favorite. And it came with some bowen needles, number 26, a hands-on design beneath made in the shade pattern, and I think it's an exclusive, and then some of the DMC threads and some tea and some candy. So Much to Love is a monthly subscription, but then sometimes when she has extras, she puts them on her site, so you have to keep watching. Pam and Steph also enabled me to buy this. Pam was showing this, and I stopped the video and went to Amazon immediately. I got this off of Amazon. There are some of the sweetest patterns in here. All nature. I just fell in love. I'm sure you've maybe seen this a couple of times, but from some different stitchers. But I don't think there's a pattern in here that I don't want to stitch. I loved them all. Like, oh, I love this pair. Check their baby out. I just love them. So, Cross Stitch in the Forest by Max Pigeon. Go to Amazon. It came really quick. All right. Oh, Target. Look what they had back with their school supplies. DIY journal cross stitch set. So it's got, I don't know, I can't decide. I was kind of thinking something Snoopy's going to go on. It was Snoopy's birthday yesterday. Something Snoopy's going on there. All right. Okay, so then, oh, let's go here. I got to go to Cranberry Bog again. I went for the grand opening, then I got to go back again. And I need to, before I show you what I bought, I need to eat a little bit of crow. Because when I was at StitchCon, Mary bought, or won in the auction, some 42 count, or 40 count fabric. And she said, do you want some? Maybe it wasn't, no, it wasn't 40 count, it was 36 count. And she said, do you want some? I bought it to share. And I went, I can't stitch on stuff that little. No, 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 I wouldn't enjoy it. No, I don't want any, you keep it. Well, then I went to Cranberry Bog, and I got, by Brenda Gervais, Time for Halloween. I haven't taken it out of the package yet. I think, oh, they're good, there's not too much glare. There's a cat wearing a witch's hat, a witch, and a pumpkin wearing a witch's hat. And then they cut out little letters, October 31st, Eek and Boo. And then they put them in those timepieces. See if it says, a Tim Holtz Ideology Pocket Watch that's available online at countrystitchesonline.com. So in order to make this teeny tiny thing, you have to buy 40 count fabric. And I did. Now I didn't think that I'd be able to. I got, what did I get? I don't know if I get the tape. Yes, I got Winter Woolen Seraphim. It was on sale because there was a blemish on it. And I wasn't feeling quite like, and I got all the threads to go with it. And I wasn't feeling quite ready to do Halloween yet. So I pulled this bad baby out by JBW Designs that I got at StitchCon. And somebody somewhere along the line gifted me some Gloriana silk, and I've never stitched with it. So I sat down with my bright Hot Light and whipped this baby out. And I love this so much that I also decided this isn't in silk, but this is in for Gentle Arts. I'm doing it in a blue. I just love it. So I'm eating the crow. I guess I can stitch on this, but I have to do it with the bright light. My contacts out, my reader's on, and in a hoop. But I can do it. So, sorry, Mary. Eating the crow. Eating the crow. All right, so then let's show you what I got at Craft Gallery. If you've seen this other places, we came in and we all got a project bag. This is by Boulder Valley Stitching. It's absolutely lovely. The fabric has cross-stitched hearts with needles. And a pair of scissors and a scissor fob that says Craft Gallery on this side, laser cut, and on the back says these scissors belong to. I got some Cosmo thread. I've never stitched with Cosmo thread. This is number 441. I'm excited about that. We got some note cards, a nice notepad. The designer that came was Ari TM, and she gave us this pattern, this seahorse. And there's going to be a collection coming out, I think she said in December. We all got some Sullivan's thread. I got black, and then Craft Gallery has these floss drops that are laser cut. So that was very nice. And then we also got this little kit. Can you see it? And it's paper. It's paper that has been, it must have been cut with a Cricut, I'm guessing. So we got one that's a heart. We got one for do your own design. We got a floss drop, and then it comes with a little hoop and, oops, messing with my computer here. The little thing, the little screw. They had one done in the shop, and they had put it up, I think it was attached to a little note card that somebody, a thank you note somebody had written to the shop. So yeah. And then as a door prize, I got a beautiful pair of Sullivan's heirloom embroidery scissors. So it was quite lovely. And of course, you know, I went to the shop and spent some money. I was really good the first time I went. It was the second time I went that, but I got this Teresa Kogut Jingle Bell Star, and Mary and I got some fabric and shared it, and I got all the floss, of course. Let's see, I think this was time number 1. Just a tiny bag, right? I've been collecting the Cottage Garden Samplings Snowman series, so I added 2 more, the Witch and the Countryman. And I think this is a not a barrel, a roll of hay, a bale of hay. A roll of hay, a bale of hay. I don't think I'm going to stitch that. I think I'm just going to give him a leg, because it kind of looks like something else coming out of him. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But I have the Stitcher one all kitted up, and I haven't started yet. I got, this is by Primrose Cottage Stitches, Be Nice, or Buzz Off, and some threads. But then we went back, because we needed threads or something. And somehow, because the shop is pretty, it's a big shop. The front is the patterns, And then when you come through the back side, like this wall, huge wall of threads, and like all these fabrics, like a table of fabrics, and then there were all these racks of fabrics. It was a lot. And there were all these beautiful models on the wall. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. And I was kind of surprised the first time I went through. I came back and I'm like, where was Ari's trunk show? And somebody went, it was in the back by the fabric, and I missed it. I completely missed it. So when I went back and I was looking around, I found one of her models on the wall back by the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, I really like that. And this is what was back on the wall. Not in this color fabric. It was done in like a mint green. It was really pretty. And I'm like, oh, I really like that. I need to go find that. So then somebody's like, her whole trunk show's back there. So I went back there, and then this was there, the even different color bag fabric. And then so was this model hanging on the wall. Ugh, just love them. Love them, love them, love them. And then, because I love snowmen, there was this one holding that cardinal. And there was this one losing his hat and his scarf. And this one with a squirrel, thinking he's all that, and a bag of chips, eating a carrot in front of him. He's looking a little worried that he's going to lose his nose. I might change that squirrel to a rabbit. And then there was this one who's melting. But she also has more than one series, because there was another one that I didn't search for these because I had already had enough in my pile. But check out that one, reading a book. So cute. So I bought these. I'm like, well, fabric has to come with them. So check this out. I don't know who it's by. It says FQ36 Saley. I think what my thought was that this snowman will go on here. This is the one with the reindeer looking up at the snow. I'm thinking that. And then, oops, this one with Santa's sleigh going up on this nice sparkly, what's it say? It says PT. Picture this plus? That would be PTP. It just says PT 32 count crystal dwarf. Can you see the sparkle in it? I hope you can. It's very sparkly. And it's got some modeling too, but it's all sparkly. So that will be that. The white in there is $38.65. So yes, I'm buying faster than I could stitch, but that's the fun of it, right? All right, so that is my haul. I showed you that full finish. I have another piece that that I finished and I sent away before I made this video. I made Snoopy as the flying ace on perforated paper, and I sent it to Christopher Cross Stitch for his birthday. Happy birthday, Chris. So I really, really like stitching on perforated paper, and that is, that's pretty stitch intensive, but I'm looking for my bag with my Snoopy stuff. I showed you in my last video that I got this from Amy at Amy Loves Toads, and that made stitching on the perforated paper a breeze. Like, my hands didn't get hot and sweaty, my paper didn't crinkle or do anything. it just worked magnificent on here. So one thing I also forgot before I get into my whips is that a lovely lady named Shawn, this is what I got in the grab bag, in the Smalls Exchange. And this is a hoop that she's put fabric on. And she got this from Modern Hoopla. Modern Hoopla. Can you see that? Modern Hoopla. And it just sits, oops, goes this way. And any size hoop will fit in there. Isn't that adorable? I just love it. So excited. I'm going to have to try. I've never put fabric like she did. Like I've wrapped it around, but I've never put it on there like she did. She did such a nice job finishing. I'm going to have to try that. All right, so let's talk about stitching. I don't feel like I did enough stitching this summer. I tried to keep my calendar. I wasn't good about it. I need to be better about it. I just don't feel like I got enough stitching time. If only the Democratic National Convention were here and we were 1 week later, that would be awesome, but we're not. So, okay. I had been working on Prairie Schooler. He came with me to Cancun, and of course I ran out of white. But I've gotten pretty far on him. I just have to finish his lantern and the snowflakes. I did the red and the white on World Cross Stitch Day. But I stitched on the plane ride down there. It is my plan in my adorable Santa bag to always have one of these until I get them all made. Got a long way to go. I think he's only he might be number 3. I only have one finished. Let's see, what else have I been working a lot on? Oh, let's show you this. I think I started this at StitchCon. This is Bent Creek's I Do for my son's best friend Christian and his wife Madison. I was hoping to finish this at the Craft Gallery retreat, and I was going to in script write out their names instead of their initials, but it didn't look good. So I just need to finish that. I did put, it's Christian and Madison Lopez, so I did those 3 letters in a darker color. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think they will be too. I got the sweetest thank you note from their wedding. I cried. Kind of sappy lately. Let's see. I think I did. We'll see. You be the judge. I think I did a little bit more on Little House Needleworks Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I started this at StitchCon. I did work on this more. Look at all the green I got done. I don't think when I showed this to you last time I had any green at all. Is that? How about if we go? No? Okay. Sorry. Why does that not look right? Yep, it's right. Okay. Yep, I got all that green done. A nice amount. I really am loving this. This is my second time doing this, and I found where I haven't frogged, I had all the bunting done, and I had started the brick wall when I decided I didn't like it on that fabric, and I restarted. The Cubs still have a possibility of being on the wild card team. I'm sorry if you are a White Sox fan. I also, when I was at Craft Gallery, I decided to restart this. I'm making this Erica Michaels Nativity Berry. I started it on this dark fabric. This is 32 count gunmetal linen by Weeks Dye Works, and here's what I had gotten, and I just wasn't liking the coverage. I wasn't liking the color. It It just wasn't sitting right with me. And so I pulled out a mystery fabric. And where am I? I've gotten farther. I'm doing it in a hoop. And here is where I am. I like it a whole lot better. I'm doing it 1/2. So I'm much happier with this blue. I gotta get better. I gotta get more done. All right. In my Snoopy bag. Oh. I've been working, or I had been working quite diligently on Paula Vaughn's July quilt. Hang on, I can't show you the pattern, obviously. Here's what it looks like. When I was looking back at my video, and I'm like, what the heck shadows were going on in my room that the picture looks so bad? Well, that's how the picture is. It's the shadows of the picture. I have made so much progress on this, but it is a kabillion stitches. I do love it. I am so excited to get this done. Here's where I've gotten done. Like the Afghan is, the quilt bottom is so close. I just have this and a little bit here. It's so close to being done. Then I have the top part and the rest of the swing and a plant, but there's a lot of half stitches in it too. Like right here, these are all half stitches. The sides, and there's other parts that are just half stitches. So that will go fairly fast. I'm very pleased with that. I've also been working on Cottage Garden Sampling's Christmas Parade. And I've made a nice, oh, there's a magnet in here. Look, my hoop was stuck. It's kind of freaking out. Why was that happening? Okay, my needle minder is in there. This is on 20 count Ada Atomic Ranch Fabrics Marsh. So I've added, it's kind of hard to see, and it's evening, so the light is not marvelous. But I started on his boot. I finished the white and the outline of the gray all the way around. So all in here will be his red coat and the stars. Slow but steady. It's not a race, right? Well, I wish I could go faster so I could get more stitching done, so I could have more patterns touched. I'm involved in a Halloween exchange, and I do believe I've started a Brenda Gervais. Let me find the picture. I do believe, yes, I've started this. This is Brenda Gervais. This is her Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee collection of 6 Halloween-themed pincushions. I need to have this done by September 1st. I better get my button gear. I think I'm not doing both cats. I think I'm doing one cat and one jack-o'-lantern. Here's where I'm at. I better get my button gear. Luckily, that cat is just all one color. Well, no, he's not. Let me look at the pattern. I don't think he is. I think he's supposed to be yeah, he's got some stripes in him. I need to get my button gear. Darn it, I gotta go back to work. Okay. When we last met, I told you that I was working on my signed copy. I got to meet Teresa Kogut, was at our retreat, and I asked her to sign this for me. I really wanted to fangirl her. I really wanted to go like sit and chat with her, but I wanted her to enjoy the retreat. She was just there to enjoy the retreat, and so at one point I whispered in her ear, I said, would you come sign some patterns when you have a moment? No pressure. So she came over to our table and she signed. So excited. So I was going to, I had started this and I wasn't sure I was happy with it. I thought my stitches were being too big and clunky. This is on Cedar River linen. And I cut off the fabric, but I had even started it in one spot and doing it over one, and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm happy with this. I think this is all the way across the bottom. I think I start going up here. So I'm excited that I kept going and I didn't give up. I've gotten very far, but I'm glad I haven't given up. I have one more, right? Just one more. One more. I put a whole bunch of Prairie Schooler patterns in my Stitch Con bag that I got in a Smalls Exchange at StitchCon. And this is the one I'm working on, and just a random piece of fabric I have, and I'm doing it over one, and I'm really liking how that looks. So I think that's everything. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. I don't think I have anything else for you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all well. If you are a school teacher, God bless you, we could do this, right? We could make it happen. Think positive thoughts. Be kind to everybody. I really want to think of something to do to honor Daylene. So grateful. I haven't figured out yet how I'm going to do it. Daylene's birthday month was May. I think her birthday was May 5th. And she liked to go to the dollar store and get birthday candles and napkins and plates and silverware and streamers and a cake pan with a lid. And then she would buy a cake mix. I think she liked to get funfetti. And she'd buy frosting, and she'd make up several pans of it and take it to the a food pantry so that they could give it out to people that maybe they needed the supplies to give their child a birthday party or bake them a birthday cake. And so I've thought about that. I'm going to talk to we have a St. Vincent de Paul here in Bloomington Normal that gives out a lot of food, a lot of food. So I'm going to talk to them to see, how feasible would that be? How well do they know people's birthdays that they could give them one? So I have to look into that. But some way, Daylene knows I'm thinking of her because I loved her dearly. All right. Midwest goodbyes. I'm really good at a Midwest goodbye. I hope your stitches are well. I hope you can count well. I hope the frog stays away. I hope you're enjoying your stitching. If you need to feel enabled, go watch Pam and Steph at Just Keep Stitching because they will get your fires going. I hope you got enabled a little bit here today and you'll go show some designers some love because they sure would like it. I hope I keep saying the same thing over and over again, sorry. Go stitch. Love you guys. If you feel inclined to leave me a comment that you've watched this far, I would love it. I'll need some little perk me ups to get me through the next week. I'm so excited to go see my students again. I love my coworkers. I just don't want to go to work. That's the problem. I just want to go work. I don't want to go do all that paperwork. But I can't wait to go see all my students. So if your kids are going back to school, send their teachers some love. Because, a thank you to a teacher goes a long way. and they will appreciate that. They don't need apples. They don't need coffee mugs. Send them a little love. Be kind, everybody. Bye.